All right, guys, welcome back to the WCS Europe Premier League season number 3 as we have online our first place advancer from Group E. It is NRS Welmu. Welmu, how are you doing?
Well, pretty good now since I got first.
Pretty good. You've been battling with a bit of a injury, correct? Or
Yeah, I have like, yeah.
what is it exactly? Like,
Well, I have like long time disease and it got activated like last week and
right.
Yeah, some problems with that, but it's getting better.
Okay.
Well, did it affect your practice then coming into this?
Yeah, well, my university started and I had this sickness, so
Yeah,
I didn't practice almost at all, but luckily it went well.
natural talent carrying you through to the round of 16.
There you go. There you go. So going into this group, did you anticipate with what you've just mentioned a little bit of trouble, or did you feel confident in general?
Well, I felt like quite confident. I just didn't have many builds prepared. That was a little bit problem, but yeah, the first game against Thorsen, I got a little bit worried, but otherwise I was like feeling.
Are you
like
going to be
in good position always?
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, I felt like I was in good position always. Expect the first game against Thorsen.
You were going to ask?
Yeah, I was just going to say, so, you know, looking past this group, as a lot of people expected you to move on, let's just look at the entire of the WCS season so far. Did you expect so many of the top players to fall out like they have done so far?
Well, not really. I didn't have any expectations. Like everything would be okay.
Is this good for you moving on to the round of 16, having so many big names be knocked out? Does this hopefully smell like a well-moved victory this season?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you have, in terms of the players that have advanced on that we were less likely to see, such as Targa, Showtime, and Starbuck, do you consider yourself, in terms of in players that are superior to them? Are you worried about those names moving through?
Like, well, I will just say that like everyone is really good, of course, in the Premium League. So it's like against everyone, it's really tough. So you can't really say that someone is better than someone else. Like just say that yeah, he's better than him. Everyone is very tough to win, and yeah, you have to prepare for everyone.
Well, that's definitely true. So everybody knows how good, and probably you acknowledge it yourself, how good your PvP is. Do you feel that your PvT and PvZ could bring you down in the rest of the tournament here for season 3?
I feel like my PvT and PvT are fine too. I just,
awesome.
You know, my PvP is like the best matchup, but the others aren't bad. So I'm confident in all like matchups that I can play. It's not like, oh, it's this matchup I'm going to lose.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Do you intend to go down the route that Elfie took in the form of purchasing a cat, or do you already have pets?
Actually, yeah, I have been thinking about getting a cat at some point, but not yet. I don't think I'm good enough to. I don't think I can take care of it yet.
No?
I need more self-confidence.
Do you think cats synergize with Protoss players better than dogs, or?
I don't know. I just like cats more.
Okay.
More good.
It's a common trend in Finland, cats over dogs.
Seemingly so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
StarCraft players, yeah.
StarCraft players. Do you watch cat videos like Elfie does?
Not normally, but
sometimes.
A couple days ago, Elfie linked me nice cat video, and
Elfie links you.
Of course he does.
What a surprise.
Of course he does. Oh, all right. Well, congratulations on your performance today. You played really well once again, considering the circumstances too. Do you think that going back to school could hindrance your performance? Because last season you weren't in school, and
yeah, I don't think it affects too much really.
Because Vortic said that he doesn't think that he would be able to improve himself, but he would be able to maintain a high level despite being in school. Do you kind of feel the same?
Yeah, I think it's like, yeah, I think I can like maintain the high level even though you're in school. You just have to maintain your time very well, and yeah, I don't think it's like a problem if you just remember to keep practicing too sometimes.
You were streaming a little bit before. Now you're back at school. Does this mean you won't stream as much, or maybe you'll do a little bit again?
Well, let's see. It depends. Like, of course, when I have VCS coming, I don't want to stream my games to my opponent, so I take some off time. So maybe I will be streaming now since I don't. Yeah.
I mean, the groups
Maybe.
don't get announced for until the 18th of September,
Yeah.
and then again there's like a roughly week before the round of 16 too.
everything is coming so fast that there is not so much time to stream. But let's see, maybe.
Cool. Any last questions, Sean?
No, just congratulations, Wellmu. See you in Germany again.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya. All right, guys, that was Wellmu. And now advancing on to the round of 16 once again with a very strong performance, only dropping the one map to Thorzane there, who admittedly during this group has also looked pretty well himself. So I'm looking out for Thorzane here to move on in second place, which might be a little bit of a tip for those people tweeting to Roccat, or hashtag Roccat and hashtag WCS. Tweet them the second place finisher in this group. It's been narrowed down a little bit, so you have a bit of an advantage, or a little bit of an opportunity to try and get this going. But now we move into our second last series of the night.
That is right. So it's going to be BlinG from Team Dignitas going up against VP sLivko in a match to determine who is out in last place in Group here, the start of the second half of the World Championship Series Europe Premier League. And it moves on to face off against Thorzane, EG's Thorzane, in the final match of the evening. So I'm not too sure which one this is going to go. I think this is kind of unpredictable, this series, BlinG against sLivko.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that going into this group, both players are probably at a very similar level. But again, BlinG does have those aggressive tendencies. So we'll see if sLivko can deal with that. And for a long, long time, this was considered to be sLivko's matchup. Aside from his ZVZ, which was also really good because he played a really cool defensive style of ZVZ, his ZVP was where it was at. But nowadays, not so much.
I mean, I remember his ZVP back in the day was, very similar to his Zerg versus Terran, which is very focused on defense, setting up defensive versus a lot of all-ins that were coming from Protoss players, whether it be the Immortal all-in, whether it be gateway timings, and then heading on to a very defensive setup across 4 bases on 8 gases, going up towards the Hive and building that ultimate Broodlord army. And even in Heart of the Swarm, I've seen tendencies of pretty much the same thing. Not too much deviation around with his playstyle. But of course, we haven't managed to see sLivko that much on the big international scene, as he's made a couple of round 32 appearances, but has also dropped out just as fast as he entered. So we'll see if he's able to move on another level here. It would be good to see, of course. But of course, there is the UK player here standing in his way.
Yeah, we have Mr. BlinG.
Imagine if we just cut this series out and made him have an arm wrestle for it.
This is actually a question I was going to ask you. If you kind of downsized sLivko just a little bit to the size of BlinG, who would win in either an arm wrestle or a wrestling match?
It'd be depending on which one you tickle with a feather.
Oh, this is a good question.
Because it would be very equal, I think. And unless you tilted that favoritism, then that's how it would go.
I had to downsize sLivko a little bit because he's a pretty buff fella. So that was required to make it a little bit more even. But now we do have that man spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner as our blue Zerg representing VP BenQ as well as Russia. He is sLivko. And up to the top left-hand corner, our red Protoss representing England and Dignitas. He is BlinG.
Dig BlinG.
Dig BlinG.
He digs his BlinG.
I dig BlinG. BlinG's pretty cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
sLivko's a very Russian name, don't you think?
sLivko.
If you look at the name sLivko, it's very Russian. It's very Eastern European, at least.
He's like Nesty's right-hand man with a name like sLivko.
Uh-oh. Oh, but Wellmu's already gone. So he's got to hunt him down now.
He let one slip.
Yeah, he's like, I've got to hunt him down.
Wellmu slipped the cracks here.
The contract for sLivko is probably quite expensive considering how buff he is. As a hitman. Oh, sLivko would make a good hitman. It'd be a bit obvious, though, actually. It'd be like this guy, this really, really muscly guy turns up and is being a bit rough with you.
Well, he stands out from the crowds.
He
Let's
does.
just say that. He stands out from the crowds. We have a 14 Forge coming out here from BlinG. 14, it could be for a cannon. Well, as this is going to be a hatchery first here, this very well could be for a cannon rush. But it is a little bit late because it wasn't after the pylon. So there's not already a pylon being built for the Forge to build a cannon. So it actually just seems more so for a Nexus play, but with spotting a hatchery first, he may change his mind.
He's going to come over and
but
see
with an Overlord there, come on, you can't get away with this, surely.
It's going to be difficult. BlinG says, hello, hello, hello.
All right, he's going to go for it,
He tries.
Yeah, he's going to go for it.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Gas gets cancelled, starts spawning pool instantly. Every little thing he can try to stop this, but BlinG has a position.
Yeah, and what he's going to do is build this cannon here. It's going to be quite a good position.
Oh, yeah. Damn right. And that pylon has been spotted here, but sLivko, well, this could be walled in pretty annoyingly here by BlinG.
I love to think that BlinG's just now had like an hour and a half or something since his last game.
Yeah?
And he's been sitting there, all right, sLivko.
Wait.
What am I going to do?
He's been rocking out to his music whilst doing that, because let's not forget, he does like listening to his music whilst just kind of bopping away.
And I'm pretty sure he's just gone, all right, 45 minutes later, cannon rush.
Cannon. That's the conclusion after all of that. Well, this space is going to... He's not even defending this. He's like...
Yeah, it's a goner. It's very difficult to defend that. He's got another hatchery on the other side of the map. So BlinG does get a bit of an advantage early on by dedicating to this attack. But if it was an early spawn and pull, 14 Forge, it probably wouldn't have worked out too well for him.
Is he going to try it again? It would be suicide.
It's actually a waste of money if he tries.
He's gonna...
With Zerglings on the way,
yeah,
it's a big waste of money here if he throws down a pylon.
Definitely will be able to shut that down. He's going to move away, so... Oh.
It's like a free win if he gets it, but it's a waste of money.
Yeah,
Zerglings
of course.
are never not going to go there.
No, sLivko's, he's better than that. He is certainly better than that. The wall-off's completed here for BlinG as well, and the probe's just going to run away. But now... The sLivko's third base is far more vulnerable, 10 times more vulnerable in that position over there. So will BlinG take advantage of that?
Yeah, I'd say so. But it is very difficult to take advantage of it. Because, I mean, he can't really rush out a gateway attack because he's gone for this Nexus right behind it. He can't really spend his Chrono Boost on a Cyber Core that's right underneath the eyes of an Overlord.
Coming back.
So he's got +1 attack, then cancelled +1 attack. He's thinking about what to do himself. It may be an Immortal all-in.
Is that... What would you consider to be the best option? Would you say that would be, or just, you know, straight up macro game? From here against sLivko.
You don't need to all-in from this position. You've got a bit of a lead. You can take that into a third base normally. You don't have to do it, but an Immortal all-in is a good choice. And there's a robotics facility. So with a robotics facility, it's kind of the only really strong attack that makes a lot of sense. Because a +1 attack from the Cyber Core that's clearly under vision of the Overlord. But with a robotics facility on the left-hand side here, it's a little bit less known to what's going on. But from this position, it doesn't need to be an all-in. Oh, a little bit of laggy. Lag. Uh-oh.
sLivko pauses.
Oh, don't make him angry.
Uh-oh. I thought he wrote "I have spoke" then as he was going into this. So
don't make them angry. These are two guys that go to the gym a lot.
It's not me. It's not me doing this.
sLivko's not. He's not impressed. He's not happy.
It is not funny, guys.
But BlinG's not laughing either.
I didn't laugh.
Don't hurt BlinG. He didn't cause the lag.
They're gonna break you. They are going to break you.
It seems... Oh, culprit. You're caught red-handed. sLivko knows.
He's got him.
They know it's you. They know it's you.
Run away for your life. Maybe he not joined the game.
You're in trouble, Messi Moyo.
Uh-oh. Graham's going to get it. Graham's going to get it. Oh, well.
Well, you've really annoyed two big guys.
I think his PC has crashed.
And unfortunately, buddy, you're probably not going to be rejoining the next game because sLivko will punch you in the face.
He will. He'll get
if you join.
And, you know, sLivko comes to a lot of ESL events. He'll hunt him down. He's a hitman.
It's funny because different players have different circuits. Like,
yeah, they do.
Like, a lot of players prefer to go to DreamHacks. Obviously, people like to go to MLGs. But sLivko's always been an Intel Extreme Masters guy.
He's been an ESL guy, even more. Like, he's gone to EPS Berlin that he plays second at against Hasuorbs. He's been at all the Intel Extreme Masters. So, yeah, he likes ESL.
Well, he's gone.
He's gone.
And now peace will be made between the two guys that work out.
sLivko took care of business, and now he's gone. So... Anyway, all right, back into the game.
Yeah, so it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't need to be an Immortal all-in. It could be some funky Warp Prism play. But with the position of the third base over there, very most likely is going to be an Immortal push. We'll see now.
Attack.
Yeah, just an Immortal be made.
There's so many good spots as well to throw down force fields here for BlinG. If he secures himself this area, then throwing down force fields between the hatchery and on the ramp as well. Nicely defended from both angles if BlinG can breach that. So certainly could come along. sLivko he hasn't really got any intel thus far as to what his opponent's up to. He sees gases, but
yeah, he's got no idea.
Yeah.
He's most likely expecting some kind of push towards this. He's got a spine crawl on his third base already. His drone count is a little bit high. 59 about to go up to. That is a little bit high to deal with this. But it's still manageable because he does have a decent income. And it's even, oh my god, it's even higher than that. Oh my, he's droning so high.
That's a lot of drones.
Oh, he's droning so high.
Layer starts as well.
That's 69 drones.
Gas? He has to know. This third, we said at the very beginning, you know, this is vulnerable. This is a vulnerable position. That's
a lot of drones.
Yeah.
There are no evolution chambers, so he's not really spending his money on upgrades. He will start to spend it on units now. But the thing is that's a lot of drones. So surely now, if he's able to, you know, maybe if BlinG was slow or something, if he was to delay this, he would be in a good shape because clearly he's going to have a lot of money.
But this is going to start moving out.
But this is going to come now, and he really doesn't have anything at this moment.
Warp Prism's on the way as well. Observer will follow that up, so you can just completely set up the attack. And it's going to be Lings and Roaches from here on out. So sLivko needs to get the favorable engagements. There are spots that he could engage in open area, but the path from this natural to the third has a lot of choke points as well. And he doesn't even see the move out. His Overseer's morphing in, it's going to go in, but by the time... Well,
he's still building a lot of units because he knows his opponent hasn't expanded. He just doesn't know exactly what's coming. But he's about to be greeted as he goes towards this Xel'Naga tower. It would be nice if BlinG catches these units. He's going to grab them all.
Oh, yeah. Nice force
field.
Units.
Just free units.
Yum, yum, yum.
So, the double spine crawlers coming in, but they're not really going to help against 3 Immortals here. The Warp Prism's going to just keep on warping in units as it does.
Yeah, it has those force fields placed between this hatchery and that piece of architecture over to the left, which does help out quite a lot. That being said, though, there's a lot of roaches coming around the side here, sealed out, so they have to engage with those zealots. Needs to save that Immortal, but it goes down.
The sentries are dying really fast here. They're just at the front dying immediately. He's got to be very careful. Nice save on the Immortal, but the sentries are gone, so he's not got no control on this. The Immortal gets picked up again, but this is not going as well as he hoped, and to be honest, this was not a very good Immortal all-in.
Yeah, I think...
he just walked up the ramp into a spine, then all of a sudden he gets surrounded, and even though BlinG was in a very good position there, I just think that execution was kind of poor.
Yeah, it's going to be bye-bye BlinG very soon here as sLivko, he just stabilizes completely. One Immortal at that low health to try and bust this entire location is not going to work out too well here for BlinG unless he pulls a miracle out of his hat.
That just was not very well controlled.
Bye-bye.
He just kind of walked in, got killed, walked out, and now he's in a bad position because
so
he has
many roaches.
Just one Immortal low. Force fields are actually kind of holding them off, splitting them up a little bit here. The sentry with one force field gets picked off. And sLivko now, as mentioned, because he's at such a high drone count, he's actually in superb position to win this game.
Yeah.
He's got 65 drones. He's got a lot of units coming in. To be honest, he can do whatever he wants. He can throw down a Spire and go Mutalist. He can throw down Evolution Chambers and try to tech up. He can throw down an Infested Impatient Pit, cancel it, build another one, cancel it, build a Spire, cancel it, build 2 Evolution Chambers, upgrade, cancel the upgrades, build a 5th base, and then attack. He can do anything.
Mind games.
Anything from this position because he's so far ahead. 150 supply to 94.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. BlinG, meanwhile, he doesn't have too many options. He doesn't have as many, nowhere near as sLivko, as he's going to be greeted by some roaches. He catches a few, as that's not too bad. I think he's just going to go for the Mortal push.
Yeah, BlinG's he's got another Mortal coming. He'll probably go with 4 and then just go, go, go. Here comes the Spire from sLivko, who is now on 6 gases, can take a 7th and 8th soon. A little harassment from BlinG towards the bottom bases.
I like how in sLivko's mind he's like, yes, now I can finally get up to those Broodlords if I would like to. But, you know, that is one option. But yeah, I don't think the game's going to go on too long for much longer.
I think he's just going to focus on Ling production now and just build Mulisks.
Yeah, he's going to be very comfortable. He could do anything he would like as the Observer sees these roaches moving around, maybe catch a few off, but at the same time, doesn't even have that many force fields, so to engage in a huge area like this would be scary. Yeah,
time walk comes down. Force fields are going to be good here. They're pretty good. They're a little bit clustered together.
They're pretty much the last ones, right?
That's it. There are more force fields. Once these are gone,
no more. One Immortal did go down by the looks of things, so he's just down to the 3. One of them also almost fell down. Just roaches and lings, roaches and lings. 16 roaches in production here to just wrap around this army and do a lot of damage. There's not that much firepower even here. The 3 Immortals are all that's really going to hold on.
Yeah, 23 roaches. Whoa! That's a lot on the way here. He's got 29 out, 17 on the way.
And, well, BlinG now moves away from all of this. It's the counter-attack straight up here for sLivko, as he can just walk into the base. There's not much there to deny that.
Nothing, really.
New Mutas.
It's not looking good at all. Mutalisks are going to be on the way now. With 700 gas in the bank, he can replenish with more and more and more, but BlinG's going to have to destroy everything faster than he is about to be destroyed, because there are no probes on the map, there are no probes going to escape, and every structure is going to die incredibly fast.
Yeah, the Roach is just completely demolishing a lot of what's going on in here. Yes, he did kill off a base down to the bottom left hand, but now BlinG, this is going to be difficult because he doesn't really have that many Stalkers.
Yeah, a bunch of Spines are going to the high ground on that right-hand side base, where he's just going to protect, and then he's going to kill off every single structure.
Yeah.
The Warp Prism escapes with the probes in the middle of the map.
Ooh.
So he can kind of build some stuff, but
he has money for it, at least.
the Mutalisk count now is 13, and there are 11 Stalkers and 11 Sentries. Not too bad anti-air. But he's never ever going to break this base of sLivko. And sLivko with so many Roaches and Lings and the Mutalisks together, he's got a better army too, right? He's got 134 to 83.
A lot of firepower here for BlinG right now, but aside from that, it's not going to be much else. He has the pylons to hold him strong, and that's about it. He technically does have a time warp that he can use on this ramp to slow down his opponent's army. But if the Mutalisks just flew in now and sniped out that Mothership core, that would be gone very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, sLivko just needs to mine gas and keep on adding Mutalisks.
Yep.
And eventually he'd have too many. He's droning up to kind of replenish his losses a little bit.
Did he lose his spire? No, he didn't. He threw it down over at that third. So, you know, all is good. All is good in sLivko land.
Yeah, I mean, sLivko land's very full of protein shakes, protein bars.
Full of protein shakes.
A tub of creatine.
It's a new gym that he's opening up, sLivko World.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool.
That's his world right now, and it's pretty good.
Yep, it certainly is. sLivko is holding on. All these spine crawlers just keeping him nice and defended. That's a lot of force fields that actually BlinG has here.
Yeah.
A lot of force fields.
Oh, he's killing the probes and the pylons.
Wait, wait.
Oh, the pylon. Oh, split second before that one got built. Oh, good game. What a way to die.
Oh, well.
What a way to die.
sLivko World, the weights are pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy there, and BlinG couldn't hold on.
Nope. No, not holding on. He needs a spot for him. sLivko is not offering to be the spot, though. He just wants to plow on forwards.
Yeah, so unfortunately for BlinG, I think he was set up quite well to pick up a win there. But I don't think that his execution was too good on the Immortal Organ there. It was quite few units. It was not well force fielded and so on. So he messed up a little bit there, and now he's lost 3 games in a row, and now faces one more map, and he's out, where sLivko gets the chance to rematch against Thorzane, potentially, if he picks up this next game. So different branches of how this can fold out. And remember that there is still that competition running for the second place finish here. It's either Thorzane or the winner of this series.
Yeah.
So
It's getting narrowed down. The later you tweet, the more chances I guess you have of being right. But
not more chances of getting the mouse. It is completely random. So
yeah, that's true. I guess you can. I guess you can tweet more than once. I have no clue. But
you're trying to break the system.
I mean, I'm always trying to break the system. Yeah, that's how that works. Look at me. Look, I'm such a rebel. I'm such a rebel. So that's how that works. Yeah. All right, so game number 3. No, game number 2, in fact. Don't get ahead of yourself. I am trying to break the system, apparently.
Derelict is the next map.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is a difficult map for Protoss players. It's one of the maps that got vetoed out a lot last season. And it's vetoed out here too, but it seems like BlinG would have vetoed out some of the newer maps. Polar Knight maybe would have been vetoed out from him, and maybe one of the other ones as well.
And that leaves us with Whirlwind as the 3rd.
Exactly, so it does make sense.
Yeah. Protoss not favoring those just yet until they've had a little bit more of a play on them. You do see Yonsu sometimes for the Protoss, but not so much the others.
BlinG messaged me too just now.
Yeah?
Says, I'm not playing very well, man. I'm a little bit too nervous.
Oh.
Coming into the Premier League here. It's first time, of course, being here. sLivko's been here a couple of times in a row. And it is probably one of the bigger things that BlinG's played in. He's played in MLG's, DreamHacks, but of level of, if he wins this, he's deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
It's pretty big, especially in the new age when StarCraft has become a much more difficult of a game. This is a big stage to be playing on, and it seems to be getting to him.
I think the most recent thing he did was the I-Series, right? The final at the I-Series, I-49.
And he didn't win that either.
No, we did not, against Harston. So was fighting on home turf, but didn't give him the backing necessary. So now fighting from home here in WCS Europe in this round of 32. And this is going to be a tough one because sLivko dealt with that really, really well. But as you pointed out, BlinG didn't quite execute it as pristinely as could have occurred.
Could have been better for sure. Very simply better. But moving on to the next map now. You have to put that map behind you and then just think about this next coming up, which is Derelict. It is going to be harder, but that's what you have to do in this kind of area, right? That's what you have to do.
We are just now getting these guys into the game, and then we'll be good to go. But I could see a 2-0 here for sLivko if he plays. I mean, again, this is even statistics relatively show that this is still a good matchup for him. So BlinG might have a tough time.
Yeah, I think so too. sLivko, even though I felt that map probably should have gone to BlinG, sLivko was the one that picked off from the weaknesses and took it for his own. And at this level, in the Premier League, you show weakness, it will get taken away from you.
Yeah.
And you will fall down. It's happened so much already in the earlier rounds. Well, not earlier rounds, but earlier groups, should I say, sorry, of Season 3. You show weakness, it's ripped away from you just as fast as you worked for it. So you've got to go into this with a strong mindset and just ready to pump through. You've got to deliver. And this is the stage to deliver. So going into the next map now, BlinG's asking for a minute, probably to calm down a little bit before moving on to the next map here. But do you think that sLivko 2-0 is just nice and easy 2-0, go play Stolz
I think he could do. I think he could do.
It's going that way.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way if it keeps going. With BlinG also saying he's being nervous, it kind of reaffirms that position. But this tournament, it means everything to these guys. WCS for the past year, or past most of the year, has become the most important tournament here in Europe.
It's the most important thing in StarCraft.
Yeah, it is. Getting to BlizzCon is really important. These two players don't have too much of a chance to get there, but there's still massive prize pool on the line in this tournament. You don't want to go home in the round of 32. The step-ups from round of 32, round of 16, round about, there's big jumps in prize pool. Yeah,
and if you're able to get to the season finals, that's where money grows on trees.
It does. Cash in hand.
There's girls in bikinis everywhere. There's guys doing bicep curls in the corners. It's a magical place. Sex on the beach drinks just given to you at any time you want.
Yum.
Food and strawberries just hand-fed to you. That's what it's like to play in a Season 2 or Season any.
It's like the Bacchanal. It's from Greek times. But now we have, spawning up to the top right, currently 1 game up, looking for all of the girls in the bikinis and everything at that season finals. He is VP BenQ sLivko. And down to the bottom left as our red Protoss, representing Dignitas and England, he is BlinG.
It's the United Kingdom, not England.
Near enough, man.
All the Scottish and Welsh and Irish nerds are going to be angry at you.
Uh-oh.
The United Kingdom. That is the United Kingdom flag, not the English flag.
Yeah, I guess. BlinG's not from Scotland, though. He's not from Wales. You're from Wales, aren't you?
No, I'm actually got a British passport. English, born and raised in England. People make that joke all the time. It's funny.
I'm not making a joke, man. But you were.
I saw your grin.
No.
I saw your grin. You're probably from a more rural area than I was.
I probably am. Yes, I probably am. I lived around lots of farming.
You guys didn't have telephones, what I heard. I heard that all you had was opening the window and yelling to the next door neighbor and going, "Hello, can you get Fred, please?" And then, "Hello, Dave, can you get Fred?" And it passed along the lines.
It's basically what happened, yeah.
All right, Forge is down, and 14 Forge, and sLivko was going to hatch first, by the way, and then decided on spawning pool. As you can see, the position of the spawning pool, decided on it last minute because Cannon Rush was viable. BlinG should just expand behind this, though. There's no way this can ever work now, especially because there's a drone scout 2 in this game.
Yep. And the probe will have a little bit of a look over, see that there is no expansion, and be like, oh well, I'm going to just try and deny it for a little bit. As the drone comes back from the main, and he actually could get this down before the probe. Oh! He was anticipating coming from a different direction, man.
Yeah, he's delayed the hatchery a little bit here. And again, so good start here from BlinG. Just this might be a bit of a confidence booster for him because he is nervous. He's mentioned it. He really wants to do well this season. And this is a good start. Just because he's annoying his opponent. He slowed him down quite a bit there by getting this Nexus. But granted, he did slow himself down by getting a 14 Forge.
So now BlinG, he's just setting himself up that cannon for the defense and knows that the spawning pool is probably down behind that. He's kept his probe outside just to try and catch any little drone that's going to head on out there. And it's already moving out with those Zerglings as well.
If you were to give words of advice to BlinG, in this case, what would it be?
It's Derelict Watcher. It's... I don't know.
It doesn't necessarily have to be strategy.
No, it doesn't have. Keep bopping that head, man, to the music. I can see him rocking it out at home.
Yeah.
That's why he's got to keep. He's got to keep the tempo, keep the momentum.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my advice. It's not very useful, but it'll do.
I think I would tell him. I'd be like, all right. If I was Coach Apollo, and Coach Apollo has coached BlinG before.
Yeah,
bear in mind.
That's true.
I would say something along the lines of. Put everything that's happened behind you. None of it matters. It doesn't even exist. This is Derelict Watcher. It's Protoss versus Zerg. That's it. It's Derelict Watcher. It's Protoss versus Zerg. Play. That's all I would say.
All right.
That's all I would say.
All right.
No nonsense. None of this. You can do it, man. I believe in you. No. It's Derelict Watcher. Nothing that happened before exists. You're playing against Zerg. Go.
Just a clean slate.
That's what I would do.
All right. Well,
that's what I would do. And then all of a sudden, all of his fans start getting hairs standing up because the words echo through the hall. And they're like, I believe.
There's a lot of fangirls for BlinG. He's a handsome chap.
He's a very handsome guy. He's a very kind person too.
Oh yeah.
But of course, on the other hand, it is like the British version of Rocky IV.
Yeah.
It is East versus West. England versus Russia, but England replaced America in this film.
Keep going.
It's the 2016 remake of Rocky IV.
Yep.
That was like the Final Destination. You just suck.
It was, wasn't it? Never mind. Look, I can't remember all the notes of the Rocky IV theme tune. I linked you something this morning. Did you see that?
The cat?
Yeah, the cat.
I linked the cat, yeah.
That was pretty good.
All right, so BlinG has opted for Stargate Phoenixes off one gate, and then he's got 3 gateways and +1 behind this too. So he's going to be attacking with this. It's going to be like a Zealot Phoenix style. So this is just, all right, no mistakes, no pylon blocks, even though there's a little bit of pylon block there, but it doesn't matter too much because it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
And he's just going to hit a bit of an attack. The problem is there's a Roach Warren on the way. Really early Roach Warren here. sLivko has scouted nothing.
No.
But BlinG is about to hit here, and he's got his gases on the natural to make a transition possible.
Ooh.
If he does damage here...
And he supply blocks him.
If he does damage here with a supply block like that, you know, that's good. Look at that, 72 to 70. No overlords on the way, which means no roaches on the way. 2 overlords start at once, and the Zealot should be warped in momentarily here by BlinG. And if he's able to get to this 3rd base, the Stalker gets around. That's not meant to happen.
No.
That's not meant to happen. But neither was the supply cap here. But the Stalker doesn't matter. It's these Zealots with +1 attack that have been hidden. There are 9 drones on the way. So far, so good.
So far, so good. He's got a few roaches being added on, but this might be a little bit later. He's committed a lot to the spores as well that are going to defend mineral lines, but there's going to be a lot of Zealots if he just keeps them warping in.
6 roaches, though. That's starting to get kind of high. There's no mothership core. There's no time warp available. There's only these Phoenixes that can lift up a couple of units. BlinG is going to go now, but I fear that he may have waited a little bit too long. He decided to wait to get up to this count of whatever it is, 7 Zealots.
It's a lot of Zealots, but...
+1 attack as well. What does he target down? Drones, Queens. He knows there's roaches there now.
He's going to try and wrap around and do some damage to the drones here, as well as try and get to the roaches, sealing those off. But the Zerglings already flood in. 2 workers have gone down.
He's not killing anything, Claris. He's killed 2 drones and
picks
nothing.
Up a few. Comes in with more Zealots. They're trying to help on out, but all he's killed off really are Zerglings and roaches.
Well, he's starting to get to the roach line. The roach is not being macroed that well, but with more and more roaches coming out, I think he may be able to hold this here.
Yeah.
As the Zealots are gone, and BlinG does nothing with this attack, unfortunately. Only 2 drones killed.
Oh, God, it's 68 workers still left over.
Yeah, and now BlinG is in trouble, man. Like, I'm going to be honest here. That was not a good attack again. He didn't really do anything with it. he was attacking into Roach's spores. Queen didn't kill any of them.
Look how quick this Hive is as well, adding on Hydralisks, and his economy is phenomenal behind all of this. So sLivko is taking a massive advantage.
These Phoenixes need to do a lot for BlinG, otherwise he's going to be facing a timing from sLivko, which will involve Vipers. He spotted the Hive, which is kind of good for him because he now kind of has a bit of feel into what's going on.
But still,
indeed.
Still, this is going to be difficult. sLivko's economy is great, and BlinG's not so much. He's trying to get that third base up, but we all know how difficult it can be to hold on to this middle ground on this map. sLivko starts a 4th as well. He's just getting Roaches and Hydras, nothing more. Might just go on to Vipers, knowing his opponent's going to be relying on big, heavy tech units to defend that location in the form of the Void Rays, the Immortals. So... good opportunity for sLivko to go for that big counter attack very soon.
Yeah, I mean, BlinG was trying to go over to Void Rays, but upon seeing all the Hydras coming out already, he just switched over to Robotics Bay and Colossus, which is very scary against these potential Vipers that are going to come out. Because they are just going to pull the Colossus, and then once the Colossus is gone, the Hydralisks will go and they will destroy everything.
They will. With their cool little noise.
Yes, that's what they do.
That's exactly the noise they make. And, well, another 5th base on the way as well for sLivko. He's sitting pretty, so pretty.
The Phoenixes have helped. I mean, the resources lost was equal after that attack happened earlier on. A little bit of damage done with these Phoenixes. But still, the big attack is going to come in from sLivko very soon. He doesn't have that many upgrades, which is something which does favor BlinG. He's going to be at 1-1 versus just 1-0 from his opponent. So the upgrades aren't the best, but I still just... Let's have a look at BlinG's army. 4 sentries, 2 immortals, and that Colossus might as well not even be there, because that's going to get picked up immediately.
Yeah, there's really nothing to die at. He's trying
probably
to...
so with the immortals. So let's just say his army is 4 sentries and 2 zealots.
Ouch. And he's trying to rush the Templar Archives. He knows he absolutely needs those feedbacks to try and hold this off. But again, I don't even think this comes out in time. The Phoenix are just going to have to try and go to town on these
It's going to be
Vipers.
close, actually. The High Templar coming out is very close.
Here we go, though.
Yeah, the attack's coming in, but look at the High Templar Archives. It's only 25 seconds away. It is very close. If he was able to get feedbacks and keep his Colossus and Immortals alive, but look at the supply difference. sLivko's, defended the attack all in. Or not all in, he's defended the attack. And now he's just setting himself up to win this game and win this series, because he's leading 1-0. He would go 2-0 and get the rematch against T-Funk.
Pylons up to the north here, so BlinG can go for aggressive warpits later on, but I don't think he has the opportunity.
Look how high the energy on these Vipers are. Feedbacks would kill them. They'd kill them.
They would.
He has 3 High Templar now.
And
but he needs the feedbacks.
And that's usually why you don't see people drain straight away. Whoa,
2 High Templar, but
side.
3 Vipers.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. Pull. Oh, Blinding Cloud actually first off. He's just going to try and move in with a lot of this. Time Warp does go down to slow down a lot of this advancement.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult to hold on. Force Fields need to come down very soon. The High Templar need to get to these Vipers. The Colossus are going to get picked up any second now.
He has to be careful. He has to absolutely... There's High Templar's there, but there's that first pull. One of the Vipers does end up falling.
This is it. This is over, man.
And there you go. There's that second pull as well. So much damage from these Roaches and Hydralisks. Completely killing them off. GG. sLivko advances on, and he is going to get the rematch that he wanted.
That's right. He gets to go up against Thorzane, who 2-0'd him earlier on. He now gets the chance to just get rid of that result, put a new one out there, and have the chance to move on to a level that he's never been at the WCS before, which is the round of 16. And all he needs to do is 2-0 or 2-1 Thorzane.
And unfortunately, a person who has just attained their first level in Premier League does fall out. Mr. Dignitatis BlinG.
Yeah.
So I'll
and he has to fight through Challenger League again, which is difficult to do. He has to go back to where he come from and try to make it for next year. Because Season 3 Challenger League is going on soon. It's going to happen very soon. And that's where they hope that he can have something special in 2014. But 2013, it's come to an end for him.
Certainly so. So we shall be back after the commercial break with our final series of the night. Who is going to move on to the round of 16? Is it going to be sLivko or is it going to be Thorzane?